On today's show, I'm bringing back a returning guest that was on my show back in September 2019. The name of the company is FSD Pharma, Inc. They were formerly FSDDF. Now they're on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol HUGE. Also on the CSE, you can find them under the ticker symbol HUGE. And with us today is the co-chairman and CEO of the company, Dr. Raza Bokhari. Doctor, welcome to the show. Greatly appreciate for your time.
Thank you so much for welcoming me back on your program. It's a pleasure to speak with you again today.
Now that we put 2019 to bed, what can everyone expect from your company here in 2020 and beyond?
Well, the 2020 has been a great start for us. We began trading on NASDAQ on January 9th and also had the high honor of ringing the opening bell on January 22nd, where in the company of extended friends and family of FSD Pharma, including our management, board members, and founders. So it's a great beginning for us, and we have a huge opportunity and a responsibility ahead of us.
Right.
The company now has a strategic advantage. We now become one of 12 Canadian domicile companies in cannabis-related business that is listed on either on NASDAQ or NYSE. And we are very hopeful that sooner rather than later we will be placed in a league of our own, because the primary thrust of our focus is to advance clinical research and development through FDA-approved trials, and hopefully to bring to market some commercial applications of synthetic compounds, including cannabinoid compounds that target the CB2 receptors of the human body. Immediately in this quarter, we are very confident that we will initiate in-human safety and tolerability study for our lead candidate, ultra micro PEA, before the end of this quarter, and that will be a good start in a good first and a solid step in this 1,000-mile journey to complete drug development. We also hope that sometime before the end of Q2, we also, for ultra micro PEA, our lead candidate, also do some animal safety and pharmacology studies, and hopefully sometime this time next year we will have some positive results to share, and then hopefully we would secure an IND with the FDA, a meeting, and file an IND, and then start some phase 2 trials, hopefully looking into the applications of ultra micro PEA, particularly in early stage osteoarthritis, and also hopefully in women's health and looking into endometriosis. So, but there are some disease conditions that our biosciences division, in consultation with our scientific advisory board, is looking into how to target the best possible conditions that currently do not have very good treatment plans available. So a lot going on.
Yeah, I wanted to just change gears here just for a second. Last time you were on the show, you were just getting your sales license, and I just want to know where we stand with the new license right now.
So that is the sales license is for our grow facility, where we are a licensed grower and producer of medicinal grade cannabis in Canada, and our sales is limited to Canadian prescription-based consumers, and in Q4, we posted some reasonable revenues, which we will announce. I think as we did probably make reference to that in our Q3 filing. So I think they were a little over $250,000 of revenue that came from our core business. And we are also looking to see that if we have applied to expand our license to also do sale of CBD oil, CBD and a THC combination of oil, and with a company called Cantab, we have a partnership with where we are hoping to bring to market in Canada these gel caps and extended release CBD tablets. And so we are advancing forward. There are challenges and just natural delays in a regulated process, and Health Canada is reviewing our application. So we are also hopeful that the oil-based additional category will get awarded sometime sooner rather than later.
Dr. Bokhari, you recently put out a press release about adding new management to your team. Can you bring us up to speed and maybe make some introductions?
Of course, we strengthened our board of directors by adding Dr. Larry Kaiser, a experienced and a veteran healthcare executive and a renowned cardiovascular surgeon who just recently stepped down as the president and CEO of Temple Health System. We invited him to join our board. We also have now a full-time CFO, Donald Carroll, and we placed a chief operating officer with sizable experience in manufacturing industry, because in many ways we are farmers and are manufacturing this medicinal grade cannabis in Canada. So we have added that on our on the growth side, and then on our biosciences division, where we are doubling down on our effort. We have added Dr. Sandra Lotus as Vice President and Head of Clinical Research. She is a doctor of pharmacology and comes with 30 plus years of experience in drug development, taking drug from through all phases of clinical trials. So we are selectively looking forward to add more in our ranks as we advance forward, and also hope that we can. We are also contemplating to do some additional capital raise to support the pharmaceutical drug development program.
Dr. Bokhari, before I let you go, I'm going to let you have the closing arguments. What should your stockholders and my listeners take away from today's interview?
Well, we have a very strong base of 39,000 plus retail investors, primarily in Canada and
wow.
and other parts of North America, and I think collectively in Europe. Yeah, we have a sizable following. And they have been very patient with us and have stood by us through thick and thin. I think the opportunity to now trade on a major U.S. exchange with a stock price which is north of $5, that makes our stock an institutional grade stock. It is also a stock that can be also placed in people's 401k plan. So as the awareness of our company and our efforts, our good efforts are known, and we continue to deliver on our milestones, I am hopeful that we will have a sustainable return for our shareholder, and hopefully our stock will do well. But unfortunately, I'm not in a place to predict the future outlook of our stock price. So, but I'm very hopeful that mostly we will be having peaks than valleys. That's my hope. And at least that is what we strive for every day.
The company that we're highlighting here today on Stock Day is FSD Pharma, Inc. They were formerly FSDDF. Now they're uplisted on the NASDAQ exchange under the ticker symbol HUGE. You can also find them on the CSE under the ticker symbol HUGE. Dr. Bokhari, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I'm a fan of what you're doing out there. Hopefully you won't wait 4 or 5 months to come back on my show. Hopefully you'll come back in the next 50 or 60 days and give us an update.
I appreciate you having me on your program. It's always a pleasure to come back, and I hope that I have something tangible to report and share that excitement with you and your listeners. So it will be my pleasure to come back at an appropriate time. Thank you so much.
This program is entirely sponsored and produced by La Jolla Media LLC, which is responsible for the content. The opinions and information provided on this program are for educational and research purposes. Stock Day encourages all listeners of this program to do their due diligence and research when determining investment strategies that will work for them, or to seek the assistance of an investment professional.